Welcome. In this video, we're going to do a playthrough of Space Marine Adventures, starting with level 1 campaign through the Labyrinth of the Necrons. So down at the table, this is a one-shot or campaign-driven adventure in the world of Games Workshop Space Marines. So our only goal is to fight our way through a map and get to the other side before our time runs out, or we end up all dead. So to get this laid out, we'll start with our mission briefing. The Space Marines must activate the control console on the objective square to open the portal and proceed to the next level. Space Marine can attempt to activate the control console if he's standing on the objective square. Each time he does so, he uses one of his actions. Roll a dice. On a 6 or more, the Space Marine has successfully activated the controls. On any other result, the attempt fails, nothing happens. Once the control console has been successfully activated, flip all the portal counters over. So we're going to have the console somewhere and 3 portals around the edges. One of these is an open one, so that's going to be your way out. One of them will show an open symbol and is now treated as an empty space. The other 2 remain in place. Place the spare stairwell tile adjacent to the newly opened portal so that it extends from that square. The game ends if all the Space Marines have been taken out of action, killed. All the Space Marines on the board are on the new stairwell tile. That's what we're hoping for, or the Labyrinth deck runs out, which is right here. At the end of the game, any Space Marines that are not on the new stairwell tile are immediately taken out of action. If all the Space Marines have been taken out of action, the players lose the campaign. Otherwise, all the remaining Space Marines on the new stairwell tile have successfully completed level 1 and can proceed to level 2. So this has a 3-level campaign. Basically, we're going to choose 4 of these 5 Space Marines. They're going to come in on one tile, go to the control panel, see the exit, and then hopefully find the way out of there. And this is an action-based game. So we are going to take activation cards for each. So each one of these Marines that we take are going to have 2 activation cards in here, and then there's going to be 4 Necrons. So it's going to be random or turn order. If it pops up one of our heroes, they're going to be able to take actions dictated on their sheet. So if we look at this guy, he can take 4 actions on his turn. He's got a range of 6, so that's how far he can shoot within straight line of sight. They all have a special ability, so Brother Gabriel, he's got a scanner during each of his turns. You can turn over and read the top card of the Labyrinth deck before placing it back on top, so you can kind of see what's going to happen. So these are going to spawn Necron reinforcements at different places on our board. And I've already decided Brother Gabriel is not going to be going with us, so we're going to set him off to the side along with his die. We will be taking Brother Grimm. Range of 8, 3 action. He's got a heavy bolter. Add 1 to the dice roll for Brother Grimm when he attacks a Necron, unless that Necron is on a square adjacent to him. So if they're not adjacent, he gets +1. So that's going to help because each of our enemies has a value that we need to meet or beat in order to destroy them. So Necron Warrior has a value of 3. Then the Immortals, value of 4. The Lich Guard, 5, and the Overlord is a 6 to hit. Then we have Sergeant Cassius, range of 4, 4 actions. Add 1 to the dice roll made for Sergeant Cassius when he attacks a Necron in a square adjacent to him. Then we have Brother Infernus, range of 3, 3 actions. Each time you roll a 6 or more for Brother Infernus when he attacks a Necron, every Necron in an adjacent square to the attack Necron is also destroyed. Then we have Brother Frostclaw. Range of 6, 4 actions. He's got a combat knife. Can perform 1 free attack action in each of his turns, but only gets a Necron that is in a square adjacent to him. So those are the 4 we're taking. So to get set up, we have 3 boards. Got maps on both sides. We're just going to randomly. Top one would be 1 to 2, 3 to 4 for the middle, 5 to 6 for the bottom one, deciding which one we're using. So we're going to use the one in the middle, set the other 2 aside. Then 1 to 3, we'll use this side. 4 to 6, we'll flip it over. So we're using this side here. So on here, we have a space. This Ankh symbol is where we're going to put our control panel. And of course, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, which are basically spawn points. At the beginning of the game, Necron warriors are going to pop up on those spaces. And these were tokens. I have gone ahead. I've just gotten in a habit from other games. I have 25 millimeter coin capsules or protectors. So that's what I put all my tokens in. So we're going to pop one of these warriors in each of those spaces. Got our control panel here in the center. Then we're just going to randomize these 3 locations. I think I'm going to come in at the top. So potential ways out could be any of those 3 spaces. Then our Marines go into 4 spaces on that. So in this adventure, we're only dealing with the Warriors and Immortals. The Lich Guard we're not going to need, so I'll take those tokens out of the way. And we also won't need the Overlord, so we'll just flip those over. The rest of these tokens are going to go into a bag. We're going to take the Necron cards, give them a shuffle. And I've already gotten 2 of each of these Space Marines in here, along with 4 Necron activation cards. So I'll give this a shuffle. And then we are going to get some gear for our crew. So from that, go to the special cards, give this a shuffle. We're going to draw 8 of these, then assign 1 of those to each of our Space Marines. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. The Anvil of Strength. This card can only be given to Brother in Furnace, who is in play. If he is not part of this Space Marine adventure, or has he already been taken out, discard it and draw a different one. Play this card at any time during his turn. He immediately performs a free attack action against each Necron that is a square adjacent to him, adding 3 to each dice roll. That's probably going to be a keeper. All right, with this, use it any time during a Space Marine's turn. Turn the data card of this Space Marine or that of a Space Marine that is standing in a square adjacent to him so that the wounded side is face down. So basically that's going to heal us 1. So if we take 2 hits, first hit we take, we flip over. Second hit we take, we're out. So this heals us. So that's probably good to get going. Frag Grenade. Use this at any time during Space Marine's turn. Pick a Necron within 4 squares of this Space Marine in a straight line from him. Roll a dice as if you were attacking that Necron. Then roll a dice for each Necron that is a square adjacent to that Necron. So if you were also attacking them, no bonus or rerolls. And for each successful attack, that Necron's destroyed. Armor of Contempt. Use this at any time during Space Marine's turn. Till the end of the turn round, the Space Marine cannot be wounded. Seems good. Crack Grenade. Pick a Necron within 4. Roll a dice. On a 2 or more, that Necron is destroyed regardless of its resilience, which is the number it needs to get defeated. Warrior Born only goes to Frostclaw, which we have in play. Play this at the start of his turn. He can perform 2 free attack actions against an adjacent Necrons this turn instead of only 1. Furthermore, until the end of the turn, he performs an attack action against a Necron in an adjacent square and that attack fails. You can re-roll the dice. You can only re-roll the dice once. Another healer. Then Flamecraft can only be given to Brother in Furnace. So he's got 2 that he can only take. Play it at the start of his turn till the end of the turn. His range characteristic is increased to 6, and each time he performs a move action, he can immediately perform 1 free attack action. All right, so Frostclaw, I want him to have his. So we'll go ahead and just put that underneath his card. And Furnace has 2 options. We'll give him the Anvil of Strength. And we'll give Brother Grimm the Armor of Contempt. So all these are one-time use and then done. And then we're going to give some healing to Sergeant Cassius. And all the others are put back into the box. And with that, we are ready to get started. Like I said, each turn is going to be simple. Playing around, shuffle the activation deck, which we've done. Turn over the top card. If it shows a chapter symbol, going to one of these, they're going to perform their actions. If it shows a Necron symbol, we're going to flip this card over and see where enemies pop out. And we'll keep repeating that until the in-game condition is met, so hopefully we can escape somewhere. So these guys do not actually move. Basically, when they spawn, if we're in a spot where they would spawn, we take damage. Other than that, they're just in our way, and we're trying to shoot through them. So starting off, we get Brother Frostclaw, 4 actions. So moving 1 space is an action. Taking an attack is an action. And then sometimes these special cards are going to be an action or trying to activate that. So he's got a range of 6, but he gets 1 free attack action each of his turns against a Necron adjacent to him. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3 actions. Free action attacking this guy is a resilience of 3. Destroyed, so back in the bag. And typically, I don't think it's a good idea to jump on top of that. So this is my first time going through the campaign. We'll see if it's just all dice rolling or some strategy in here, but my strategy is not to take damage. So being on top of that could be dangerous. So we're just going to not use our last action there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we can't shoot at that guy. All right, next. It's going to be Infernus. So 1, 2, 3. That's all he's got to go, and we do want him to move. So while I said I didn't want that guy on that spot, we're going to risk it with him. Then he gets to go again, so got a little lucky. So he's got a range of 3, so we're going to move 1, 2, and shoot this direction. Needing a 3, getting a 4, destroyed. Next, Brother Frostclaw. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cassius, this isn't going to be good if we all go and then they get all their turns next. So 4 actions. And he's in the back. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, the Necrons are going to go. I'll move these over to give me some room for a discard pile for them. All right, Necron reinforcements. Strange green lightning crackles and leaps, opening a portal from another part of the labyrinth. Necron steps through the energy portal, looks around with a shimmer of its glowing eyes, raises its weapon, and begins to stalk towards the Space Marines. Place a Necron minion counter on translocation square 1, which is down here. And since there's already one there, it's going to spread out into adjacent areas. So we'll go in here. We'll go up top first. Found in Necron Immortal. So they take a 4 up to defeat. And a warrior. Next, Cassius. So 1, 2 is going to shoot at that guy, needing a 4. Got a 2, last action, getting a 4. All right, Brother Grimm, range of 8. Only 3 actions, though. So 1, 2, and 3. Necron. So reinforcements. This time they're going to square 3, which is open. Getting an Immortal. Then going again. An Invasion Beam. The ground shudders, green lights pulse along the walls as energy builds and the evasion beam is activated. Blinding lights flash and flare, and thunder booms along echoing corridors in an eerie storm of light and sound. Multiple Necrons teleport into action. Place 1 Necron minion on counter. Place 1 Necron minion counter on translocation 3 and 4. So 3, it's going to pop out 1 there, 1 on our control panel. And 4 is going to be here. So since it can't go there, it's going to go to these 2 spaces. And then we can choose either adjacent or not. So put one there, and we're going to go ahead and throw that one on that spot. Then the Necrons go again, so this is not good. All right, invasion beam on 5 and 6, which is these spaces. So we'll start with those and come down. And we almost have everything on the board. All right, Brother Grimm. He's definitely going to do some shooting. Add one to the dice when he's not attacking something adjacent to him. So he's just going to shoot here first, needing a 3, or 2 in his case. Second action, shooting again. Gets to add one. And then final action will move. And we shuffle and hope Frostclaw pops up top of this list. So unfortunately, these are some weird size sleeves and I don't have anything for them, so shuffling's not the best. Round 2, Necrons, not good. Coming in spot 2, which is right behind us. Then we have Brother Infernus. He's going to shoot right next to him. Needing a 4. Then he's going to shoot behind Cassius. Getting a 3, which is enough for a warrior. Next, he'll shoot up here, needing a 4. And when he does a 6, let's see. Every Necron in an adjacent square to the attacked is also destroyed. And from what I understand, diagonals are adjacent, so take care of this one too. So that went well. So next up, going to be the Necrons. They want 5, which is down here, so that's going to pop some out in those 2 locations. Then we go with Cassius. He's going to shoot straight ahead, needing a 3. So it's 1, 2, 3, and shoot. And miss. Next, we get Grimm. So he's just going to go 1, 2, and shoot diagonally here. So that is an adjacent spot, so he doesn't get the bonus. Needs a 3. Gets a 4. Then the Necrons are going. They're going to spot 1, which is down here. Got a warrior. Then Grimm is going again. One. We're going to try to activate this thing twice. Whoops. Keep it on the table. 2. And I think you need to move him off. Next, we have the Necrons going to area 5, which is going to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. We're going to pop one up down here at the bottom, and the one going this way, we're going to bring up on 6 since they're equidistant. Then Infernus is going to shoot here. For action 1, he's got 3. Miss, second action. Hit. Third action to move. Then we've got Cassius. So 1, 2. Looking for a 6. Or the opposite of a 1. All right, didn't get it. Frostclaw. 1, 2, free attack on an adjacent Necron. And I forget if he's... Yep, he's got another one going. So we'll go ahead and move on top of 6. Gets to go again, free attack. First action, second action, third action, and then he's just going to stay there. All right, so we've got Cassius trying to roll a 6, and everyone else trying to clear the area. I guess it will help if I flip these over and shuffle them this way. All right, so next up, Necrons, not good. Area 5, which is right down there. So it's definitely there and here. Necrons again. Chronofield. Next Space Marine who has a turn, whether in this round or the next, misses their turn. Place this card face up next to the board until the end of the next round as a reminder. All right. Cassius, who we need to go, misses his turn. So that was well timed for the Necrons. Then we have Brother Frostclaw attacking there for free. Action 1. Action 2 is going to be here. Action 3 will be there. And action 4 will be just a stay. All right. Grim is adjacent to everything and he doesn't like it. All right, he's going to shoot here. Let's see. None of those are on a spawn point. So he'll just shoot straight ahead. He's got 3 actions. Done. Shoot here. Done. And shoot here. Missed. All right, next. All right, Cassius. 4 rolls. We need a 6 on one of them. First one always works. So that means we could flip these over. Well, there's our escape route. So these flipping over are the same thing. So this turns into that, and that's our exit. So we need all our guys heading that direction. So that was action 1. So 2, 3, and we'll shoot there. Needing a 4. Got him. Next, Infernus. 3 actions. 1, 2, fire. That definitely didn't do it. Brother Frostclaw. 1, free action. 2, 3, and final action. All right. I was hoping to get him over here, but sometimes the dice aren't going to cooperate. All right, so he's going to shoot there for action 1. Action 2. Action 3. All right, 1, 2, and 3. Finally got him. Next, the Necrons. All right, reanimation protocols. The Necron Overlord extends his mighty will to repair the damage to his servants, making the Necrons fighting for him even more difficult for the Space Marines to defeat. Till the end of the next round, the resilience of the Necron warrior is increased to 4. So instead of a 3 to beat those guys up, we're going to need a 4 to take them down. And that's till the end of the next round. So we got to finish this and then go through another stack of that. All right, next activation, Necrons. Invasion Beam. So they're coming in square 1 and 2. So 1 and 2. And then we have Grim. 3 actions. So 1, 2. Shooting here, needing 4s now for all the enemies. He got it. And we're finished with the 1 round, so that's going to go away at the end of the next. Hopefully we're done by then. So we just need to, got a straight path going here. Hopefully Frostclaw is near the top. All right, right on top. So 1, 2, and that's as far as he can go. The Necrons. All right, reanimation protocols. This is for the Immortals, so they have a resilience of 5 now. Then we have Cassius. So 1, 2, 3. I'll just bring him around here. Necrons coming into spot 2. So that's going to pop out 3 baddies. All right, Infernus. He's just going to back up. 1, 2, 3. He'll shoot ahead, needing a 4. Then 2, 3, 4. He's got 3 actions, so 1, 2, 3. Then 1, 2. Well, I guess since, yep, that's all he's got to do. The Necrons coming in spot 6, which is up here. Then we've got Infernus taking a step backwards. Frostclaw, 1, 2, 3. Afraid to move him any further. Yeah, he's already gone this round, so we'll stop him there. Then the Necrons coming in spot 3, which is right here. And that goes away now. So we're making our mad dash for level 2. Frostclaw, 1, 2, can't make it. Green, nothing to do. Moves back a space. Necrons, area 4, which is right there. He'll step back. Nothing to do. Nothing to do. Necrons coming out on 4. So it's going to pop out on 2 spaces. Nothing to do. Necrons coming out on 6. We're running out of turns. Area 6. All right, and finally, we move 1 space. So we've met our objective. All right, so what that means is going into the next spot, we're going to keep the same order, but this guy's in the front. All this stuff goes off. So we're going to go ahead and bring these back on and randomize which ones we get. So 1 to 3 for the top, 4 to 6 for the bottom. We're getting the top one. 1 to 3 for that side, 4 to 6 for the other. We're flipping over, and we can choose which way we come in. We might as well just go with that. So we'll go ahead and stop here for now, but on level 2, this is how the setup is going to start off with. So this is basically a very simple game, minimal actions, just rolling dice, just quick and easy, but a little tension in there, hoping your dice rolls go right and these pop out. So with that, that'll be it for this playthrough. We will go into level 2 next. As always, I hope you enjoyed this video, so please click on the like button below and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.